everybody, I'm Natalie with DesignedToTheNines.com, and today I'm getting ready to paint my main floor, and so I thought I might share a few tips with you about what I've learned along the way. Now, I'm not a professional painter, but I have been painting a long time, almost 2 decades, and I've painted a lot of stuff. And so I'm hoping that I can share a few tips that might be beneficial to you. Now, everybody does things a little bit different, so these are just my ways, and hopefully somebody there will find some of them beneficial. So when I first started painting, I used to use so much painter's tape, so much, like $40 worth. It's not cheap, y'all. And I just thought if I taped everything off, and everything, like I would tape everything off, that it would turn out really awesome. But that backfired on me way too many times, and I realized that there had to be a better way, and there is. So the way I'm going to be showing you is going to be with little to no painter's tape. Now, I do use painter tape when I'm doing like an accent wall or, you know, striping something, but I have to take extra steps to make sure that it doesn't leak, because it does leak sometimes. So we won't be using very much of this, but a couple of things that I would recommend is I do like the 2-inch angled paintbrush with a short handle. I feel like I can get good grip on it that way. And then I like the lightweight rollers. The extra little lightness does help over the course of the whole painting project. And then I like the microfiber covers because they are really nice and give a nice finish. If you've got a tall room, you're going to want an extension pole. You know, you can use a paper cup, but I have a thing to put paint in. You want to have a paint mixer. I've got a big 5-gallon bucket, so I'm going to be using this, which you can just kind of attach to drill. There you go. And mix it up. And then, you know, they have all of these tools that you can use for edging if you want. But really all you need is a paintbrush and a roller. And then a tray. I normally use a tray, but since I do have that big 5-gallon bucket, I'm going to be using this to get the paint off of the roller. And so those are the tools. Also not with me right now is I recommend 2 washcloths that are damp. One to wrap around your paintbrush so that it doesn't get the crusties and dry out on you, it's just damp. And then one for cleanup. And then I'm going to be painting on tile, so I'm not as worried about it. And I've got, you know, I've been painting for a little bit longer. But normally I would recommend using a nice canvas drop cloth, you know, to protect your flooring, because, you know, even the most careful people drip, and if you're just starting out, you definitely want something to catch some of those oops-a-daisies. So those are the tools. I'm going to go get ready and we'll get started, and I'll show you how I do it. Okay, so we're going to mix this paint right up. Really quick work of it. Look at that. We're talking like 10-15 seconds. Okay, so here's how I do it without tape. So you kind of, I don't know if you can see here, you probably need a camera person. You want to get in there without touching, and if you feel like it's going to run, pull it out a little bit, and then you can just kind of work it back in. This is why the angled bristle is good, because then you just pull it down, and you get in there as close as you can, and then work it in. My wall has a little bit of a texture, so I'm going to give myself a little leeway. I don't know if you can see that. It's not a huge paint color difference. You want to give yourself a little leeway. You don't want to get too close to the roller, so that's why you give yourself a few inches. And then again, you just very carefully on a 45-degree angle. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can see that okay. All right, so you can see that we've got a foundation. Now I'm going to show you how to roll. Okay, so we've got our roller, not too thin, not too much paint, not too little paint. You want it to be on there, but not like super drippy. And I've seen a lot of theories whether you should do a W or up and down. I haven't noticed a huge difference, so you just get on there. This is the most satisfying part, and you just get to see a lot of big changes. What do we think? Looks lots better, huh? Okay, so I'm all done painting the room, and before I hang up my curtains and hang up my artwork and do all the fun things that I want to do now that I have freshly painted walls, I want to show you how it turned out. Overall, I'm very happy with it, except for one little area that I'm going to show you here in a second that perfectly illustrates my frustration with using painter's tape. So let me show you. Okay, so here is the room. And as you can see, it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Sorry, the lighting is kind of bad on this side of the room. It's the time of day, I guess. But I wanted to show you this over here. And it just kind of illustrates what I was talking about the tape. So this is, I taped this off because I'm getting ready to do a feature wall over here. And as you can see, this was taped off. Look how much leaked out. And I, pressed it down and did everything I could. I made sure my brush wasn't super wet. So this wall will end up being totally fine by the time I'm done with it. I mean, I've got a feature wall planned for it, but it just illustrates why I get so frustrated with painter's tape and why I tend not to use it and save myself a lot of money along the way. So for more great tutorials, make sure you follow me on all of the major social media sites, including here, and make sure you check out my website, designtotheNines.com. Now go paint a room. You can do it. Thanks for watching.